What is going on, everybody? ZyoniK here, and in today's video, I'm going to be trying Alolan Golem in the Great League. It got that Community Day move of Rollout, which is a very high energy gaining move, somewhat similar to Snarl, like we see on Umbreon on my team, but unfortunately its moveset gets pretty hard walled by ground-type Pokemon like Swampert, Nidoqueen, and Galarian Stunfisk, so it's kind of tough right now to use in the meta, but I wanted to give it a try, so you guys don't have to. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think about Alolan Golem. Did you guys give it a try? And let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, getting into the first battle here, we have Golem on the lead versus Jellicent. An actual really strong lead for us, and we will see them swap out right away into Registeel, so I'm going to go ahead and bring in the Swampert. Now, I could have stayed in with my Golem and got myself a Wild Charge off, then swapped in, but I decided to come in with Swampert right here and just kind of lock down the Registeel. Now, they do go for the Zap Cannon to lower my attack, which is perfectly fine. I'm going to have to give up 2 shields in this situation, most likely, as I won't be able to take out the Registeel quick enough, especially since they got that Zap Cannon. So that's going to be okay with me. I still have 2 answers for the Jellicent as well, so things are still looking okay. They decided to no-shield both of them, so I'm going to go ahead and go for the hard farm down right here, giving up 2 shields now in this matchup. It's not the best thing to do in terms of winning Switch, but I should have a lot of energy here, and Switch Clock is back up, so I will swap out into the Alolan Golem now and try to go for the Wild Charge as quick as I can, and I get to it very quickly. Rollout gains energy incredibly quickly, much like Snarl does, and we land it! Boom! Nearly one-shots! The Jellicent is going to hang on, though, and get off their charge move, which is going to be the Bubble Beam, which does a ton of damage to me anyways, and I will be able to get off this last Wild Charge right now to take out Jellicent. Now, I'm not sure why they haven't shielded yet, but that's okay. They decide to shield now, which is fine by me. I can come in with Umbreon and farm down with Snarl. And remember, we have a lot of loaded energy in the back as well on our Swampert, as we did keep it alive and farm down the Registeel with Mudshot. So Bubble Beam, not going to do too much right there. We can hang on just fine, and they actually have a Talonflame in the back, which works out perfectly for me, as again, I do have multiple Hydro Cannons on my Swampert. So I'm just going to put a lot of pressure on shields right now with Foul Play and not really worry too much. They decided to throw the charge move right away though, which is perfectly fine by me because now I can swap out into my Swampert and go for the Hydro Cannon. They did sneak through an Incinerate right there, which is unfortunate, but this Hydro Cannon should be getting the final shield, and it's going to be a race to the next charge move, and we get some Go Battle lag. Been kind of rough lately. I don't know about you guys, but we do get to the Hydro Cannon in time, and that is going to be a good battle, very well played, as boom, the Talonflame goes down and Jellicent goes down as well to our fast move. All right, moving into the next battle. We have Golem on the lead versus Skarmory. All right, a very positive lead again for us. We'll have to see how they decide to adjust, but it looks like they're staying in. As you can see, we're gaining energy so fast. This is what's great about Rollout and why I think Rollout on other Pokemon in the future is going to be incredibly deadly, like Dunsparce and Miltank. Now, we do get a shield right there, which is very interesting. I'm going to go ahead and no shield. This is probably going to be a Brave Bird, but we'll take it, and that still does a ton of damage, even though it is massively resisted, and they do swap into Toxicroak. This works out perfectly fine for me because this Wild Charge is going to be getting the final shield, and then I'm going to go ahead and swap into my Swampert right here. And I decided to try to overload and then throw, but I should have just committed to the overload or thrown early because now I'm going to have to shield, and it's a CMP tie, which is unfortunate for me, but things are still looking okay. We drew out Toxicroak, which is obviously going to be the hard counter to Umbreon, most likely, on their side, and we still have Golem alive as well with a somewhat healthy Swampert right here. They decided to come back in with Skarmory, which is fine by me. I'm going to go ahead and go for the Hydro Cannon. They're obviously weak in the back to Swampert if they come back in with the Skarmory. So this is looking okay to me. I'm going to go ahead and save my energy as well, as I'm going to have to give up a shield right here. I'm reading something maybe like Galarian Stunfisk in the back potentially. So I'm going to go ahead and shield, swap out into Umbreon, and bank that Hydro Cannon. Now, it's a Galvantula in the back. Very spicy right here. Galvantula used to be super meta, and I think, honestly, it should probably make its way back. But Umbreon here can handle, as you can see, foul plays just do so much damage against it, and even though they will be getting to the lunge for super effective damage, it's not going to be enough to take me out, as Umbreon is extremely tanky. And some more lag. I'm going to go ahead and click on... It's been kind of rough these past couple of days, I'm not going to lie, but I'm going to go ahead and go for the foul play here to close this game out. We still have Alolan Golem, we still have Hydro Cannon there on Swampert. We should be able to get to this next foul play in time, so that's going to be a good battle, very well played. If anything from this video, I know we're seeing Alolan Golem win these leads right here. This is just going to be one set that you guys are seeing. We're going to lose some leads here in a second, but if anything to take away from this video, Rollout, energy gain, incredibly strong. As we can see, we hard lose to a Swampert right here, so we're going to go ahead and swap out. And secondly, I'm just reminded how good Umbreon is. Umbreon is such a solid Pokemon to have on your team. You really kind of forget about it until you start to use it again. But we're going to go ahead and tank that Hydro Cannon like a boss. We do see them swap out into a Shadow Wall Rain right here, which is actually pretty nice for us because we can put a lot of pressure with foul play. As you can see, that does an incredible amount of damage. We're going to be able to get to another one right away as well. So we'll probably be forcing a shield at some point here, which is going to be good for us as we can come in and farm down with Alolan Golem. But they're going to go ahead and go for back-to-back Ice Skull Spears. And hopefully we can hang on. I think I am one Snarl away. Yep, I'm one Snarl away. That is unfortunate. I wasn't able to get to it in time. Had I gotten to that, this could have definitely been a different game, but that's okay. We're going to come in with Alolan Golem and farm down with Rollout, and we do just that. Now, their Swampert, I think, just used its energy as well, so we're going to go ahead and throw the Wild Charge here. Even though this is resisted, this does quite a bit of damage. As you guys are going to see, that is a respectable amount of damage. We swap into the mirror and they bring in a Rangaroo. So tough situation to be in right here. Swampert, we do have a lot of energy, but they do have 2 shields, and confusion is really starting to add up. They decide to no shield that, which is interesting for me because I should be able to get to 2 more Hydro Cannons in time and hopefully force all the shields right here. So let's see if we can get to it. This is going to be so close. Okay, I do get to the 2 right there. That's beautiful right here. They decide to let it go. It also might be very dicey as well, but they decide to shield 1, so I'm going to go ahead and go for the next one. But they got a confusion in. I over-tapped and didn't throw right away, so I'm going to be getting my health absolutely chunked right here. And now I'm going to have to come in and farm down with Golem. So I'm actually going to no shield. I probably should have shielded right here in hindsight, but I think the play, yeah, they're going to bring in the Swampert. I'm going to go ahead and go for the Wild Charge right away. I wish I had Rock Blast. I think I do. Actually, maybe I do in this battle. I change it at some point in this video. We do take out the Swampert. No, I still have Stone Edge, but we are going to go down to Confusion now to a Rangaroo. So good game, very well played. Kind of a tough one to come back there. I think if I would have gotten a shield against Walrein, that would have been really well for me. All right. So we got Hypno on this one. I think this is when I decided to change because I read, yeah, I got Rock Blast now. So over there it still says Stone Edge, but it is now Rock Blast because of that last game where had I had the Rock Blast, which is lower energy than Wild Charge, I would have been able to not debuff myself and chip away the Swampert. So we do see a Nidoqueen now swap into my Umbreon, which is okay with me. I can threaten with a potential Psychic right here as long as I build up enough energy. And we're just going to be throwing these foul plays. This is actually a really good situation to be in for us because I will get exactly what I want, shield advantage. Now we did land a Wild Charge against the Hypno before, which is always great, but we do get a shield right there, so we're just going to go ahead and just keep going for these foul plays. This is what's perfect about an Umbreon safe swap, especially when they don't have the hardest answer to it, is we can put a lot of pressure on these shields, and I might just get 2 shields. If I get 2 shields here, things are looking great for us as we do still have our Swampert. So foul play now coming through after a bit of lag. All right, we do get the second shield, and they're going to have to throw their energy right here. Now, I can come in with Swampert and really load up on some energy. I got to be careful about the potential Earth Power, and then I can also clear my debuff if I want to. So I'm going to go ahead and just load up on energy. I will give up a shield right here to stop that potential Earth Power. And it was the Earth Power, which is perfectly fine. We're just going to keep farming down. But they do get to another charge move. This can't be 2 Earth Power, so this is just going to be the Poison Fang, so I will let it go. It is going to be resisted, but now I also can clear my debuff by swapping into the Golem. Now we do see a Golbat come in, not Crobat, Golbat. So we're going to go ahead and go for the Hydro Cannon, and then I will be swapping into the Golem now, and they swap into the Hypno right here. So I think I decide to shield. As it is actually, it's only going to be a Thunder Punch, which is unfortunate, but I can go for the Rock Blast here after I load up a bit more energy, as this is going to be another Thunder Punch, which shouldn't be enough to take me out. Yeah, it's not enough to take me out. And now I can go for Rock Blast to take out the Hypno. I decided to undercharge it a bit, trying to see if I could farm down. And yeah, they decide not to throw a Confusion, which is fine by me. I think they were expecting me to fully take them out with the charge move, so they probably just stopped tapping their screen. But either way, we had another Hydro Cannon on Golbat anyways, and boom, down goes the Golbat right there. I keep wanting to say Crobat. It's Golbat. All right, good game. Moving to the next one, we got Golem versus Shadow Nidoqueen. Another very tough lead, and this is why Golem has a tough time in this meta, as there's far too many ground-type Pokemon that are very common. So we're going to go ahead and swap to the Nidoqueen. They do a great swap on the charge move here into Azumarill. So this is tough for me, as landing a foul play is not ideal. We need to be going for those last resorts. So that's a great catch on my opponent right there, but hopefully I can recover well. We're going to go ahead and go for last resort now. Just do as much chip damage as we possibly can to Azumarill in this situation, and we'll have to see what moveset they do have. My guess is they will have Play Rough. Most Azumarills do have Play Rough and Ice Beam, so yeah, it is going to be the Play Rough right there, which is fine. They're going to be able to take us out and win this mid-game, but I should be able to load up on a decent amount of energy here with the Golem, as long as I can get to one more. I decide actually to swap into Golem right now and try to get to the Rock Blast as quickly as I can. And we're going to go ahead and let this go through, and it's going to be Hydro Pump. Oh my goodness, I was not expecting it. Boom! The Golem gets one shot. That is something I was not expecting. I was expecting Ice Beam and Play Rough, but it was in fact Hydro Pump. That is so frustrating. We need to now load up on energy with Swampert and go for the Hydro Cannon here to take out the Azumarill. Hopefully they don't have an answer for Swampert, and if they don't, things are looking pretty good. They don't. They bring back in the Nidoqueen. I am fine with this. I'm going to go ahead and let this charge move go through. In hindsight, probably should be shielding that, but they decide to swap into Umbreon on the charge move. My goodness, this battler is catching the energy that I do not want them to catch. So this is going to be a very interesting endgame, because I need to catch the charge move now in Umbreon. So you can catch the charge moves. I can catch them too. I'm going to be catching this resisted foul play just to somewhat even up the energy swaps there. And we're going to go ahead and go for our last resort now. Do as much damage as we can, but honestly, I think my Swampert is far too low to be able to finish this game off, especially since there's 2 shields left in the battle. Poison jabs might just be enough to just run me down. So foul play will take us out. We're going to come in and go for the Hydro Cannon right... Nope, I timed it off. That's okay. We're going to have to shield now and load up on as much energy as we can, but remember, they still have 2 shields. So this is going to be tough. I got to get through. I got to land 4 Hydro Cannons here. 2 to get shields and 2 to take out each Pokemon. So here comes the Umbreon that goes down. And then, as you can see, Poison Jabs, yeah, they're going to be enough to take us out right there. So this is going to be a good game to my opponent. Really great catch. They had a good one there on the Azumarill to catch the foul play, and then on the Umbreon to catch the Hydro Cannon. I would have thrown Hydro Cannon against the Umbreon anyways, so that's okay, because I couldn't go into the mirror, right? But good game, very well played, and that was the final battle. So, very tough, I think, Pokemon to use. Maybe you could have it as an anchor on a team instead of some of your typical tanks like Galarian Stunfisk or Bastiodon. Maybe that would be a better role for it. But overall, I thought it was okay. I think it was cool to see the Rollout Fast Move be used, and I'm excited to see it on other Pokemon in the future, as its energy gain is absolutely solid, and it can bring a lot of Pokemon that are never used, like Miltank or Dunsparce, into the meta. So, hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.